Personal Journey Entry, Day 271. They say the memory wipe makes being alone easier for us out here. Since I can't exactly remember what to compare it to, I wouldn't know. I do know I signed up for it, so I must have thought it was a good idea. I know I would have done everything I could to be the best at what I do. I know that. And it's not like it wipes everything, just the messy stuff, I guess. The stuff they think might prey on you or undermine you in some way. It won't last forever, though. They say in a couple of years the memories come back and some people can't take it. They want to go back home or whatever to the near sol systems and try to be a grounder again. Just the thought of dirt makes my skin crawl. I'm really comfortable out here on the fringe, out on the way out. I like the soft black void and the shocking beauty of the stars, especially on a fast approach when one of those tiny diamonds seems to swoop in and fill my canopy view. They're not all yellow like Sol. I've seen every hue of blue and spectral spread of red you could imagine and then some. Even a green one, and they're not supposed to exist, but I saw it. A tiny, jade green companion right next to a large red main star. Someday I'd like to go back for a closer look. Someday when I'm not so busy. Officially, I am a registered private enforcement mandate resolution processor, and with over 1,700 kills to my credit, I've achieved the rank of master, and the bounty money just recently bought me a magnificent new ship, a Vulture built by Core Dynamics. There are only a handful of ways to make a living out here. Legally, you can ply the trade routes if you can afford a big enough ship and crave boredom, or you can try your hand mining the rubble that rings the more beautiful of the planets, both of which seem like they might be easier than what I do, except for the pirates. And the pirates are why guys like me are good to have around. I'm a starship bounty hunter, and I am really good at what I do. I do have a home of sorts out here. A fairly good-sized station I call the Goonie Bird Orbital, which circles a dull yellow ice planet in the Chaxiraxi system. Chaxiraxi was named for some ancient goddess of the sun from old Earth lore. A good enough reason to pick it, I guess. Chaxi is a beautiful star, dimmed down by special filters in my ship's canopy. It looks like boiling amber when I get close to her, and I spend a lot of time right there in those glowing arms, near the navigation beacon specifically. You see, all starships entering this system from other systems will first appear or come out of hyperspace within a few thousand meters of a navigation beacon. It's like a target for the frameshift drives, something to lock onto to keep ships from arriving, say, inside the star itself. Ship shielding is pretty advanced, but the biggest, baddest ship would last only a second or two inside of Chaxi's thermonuclear ribcage. Now the good, the bad, and the ugly arrive at that beacon orbiting Chaxiraxi, mostly good of course. Traders, rich sightseers, miners, and occasional royalty arrive at the beacon as if out of nowhere, and then motor on out to the many worlds and moons that orbit Chaxi, or they reboot their frameshift drives and jump back out to the next nearest star. Just one more leg in a much longer journey. All nicey-nicey on a calm day. But hidden among the innocents are the unkindly and the treacherous. Pirates, brigands, psychotics, and blood sport thrill-seekers, whose deeds have marked them as wanted in the eyes of the habited worlds. What many of them don't know is that their ships are not just figuratively marked, they bear an actual data tattoo that shows up in my kill warrant scanner as a red flashing wanted symbol. With one click, I can get a full readout on their status, including the reward designation for a clean kill, and that's when I go to work. Now, I don't mess with the small bounties. Heck, even I've picked up a 500 credit bounty on my head for accidentally hitting a Federation security Viper with a stray laser burst in the heat of a battle against some monster. Taking down an elite-level Anaconda can involve getting help from swarms of smaller Federation ships, and the space around that monster will be thick with friendlies. But if you can thread the needle, avoid the locals, and be the one pouring on the weaponry when that bad boy implodes in a Hellfire vacuum snap, then the bounty is yours, and an Anaconda can fetch as much as 200,000 credits. My first real starship cost me only 32,000, so you can see why I stay with this. And I have dreams, the kind of dreams that require a large down payment. About those dreams. I gotta be honest here, the bounty hunting thing is starting to wear on me a little. Oh, I still get a charge out of it, don't get me wrong. Bearing down on some squirrely miscreant, stripping away their shields with my quad-array lasers, and then once their hull is laid bare, ripping through it with my multi-cannons until those 18 rounds a minute reach through to find the engine core, or the life support oxy tanks, or whatever it takes to open up the miscreant to the vacuum of space. It's just... I've started to have dreams. A dream, actually. The same one all the time. Not the good kind. Nothing much really happens in the dream. It's more of a feeling. I'm alone in the vacuum without a ship, and I can see Chaxiraxi in the far distance through my helmet visor. She's about the size of my thumbnail at arm's length, and as I watch, she seems to be getting smaller, but then I realize she's actually just getting dimmer, and then I can see why. Somewhere, expanding in the space between us, is a very faint but thickening nebula of red mist, and just before I wake up, I realize it's blood, and I panic, and I wonder whose it is, and then I wake right up and I know damn well whose it is. But here's the thing. I can't stop yet. I need more credits. I can't go back to Saul. I just can't. And I can't stop the bad dreams, so I've begun to work on a daydream to counter all that blood. I blame the green star for all this. I can't stop thinking about it. Not that star exactly. I know right where it is and could take a cycle off and go look at it again right now if I wanted, but the idea that there may be other green stars and even stranger things further out. There are 400 billion star systems in this galaxy, and we've only reached out to inhabit 19,000 of them. I've heard about a special kind of ship, an older military model that's being refurbished for use as a general exploration ship. Not the nearby hogging the resources kind of exploring the corporations do, but some crazy leave it all behind and just go see what's out there kind of exploration. I've done some calculations, and it's going to cost me about 40 million credits to buy and fully outfit one of those ships for what I have in mind. So I need another 15 million, and I can have my own. I'll have to trade in my precious Vulture to do it, but I need to do it soon. I want to be halfway across the galaxy before my memory wipe wears off. I want to be deep into the mysteries of the universe when the mystery of my past comes knocking. I never met a machine I didn't like, and I always trust my ship. It's me I'm not so sure about. That's it for this entry. The station comes out of shadow pretty early, so it's rack time and then back at it. More about all this later. Signing off. The King of Chaxiraxi, over and out.